All right, we're going to start with Coach giving us an open statement, and then we'll open up for a few questions.
First off, I thought Wisconsin played really well. And I thought their zone, stifled us a little bit. I was disappointed because I thought we missed a lot of really easy shots in the first half. I didn't think we took bad shots. I just thought the shot was rolling around or bouncing off, and we just couldn't get any shots to fall. I wasn't disappointed in the shots we were taking, but again, that's credit to their defense too. I thought the second half we played with a lot more passion, a lot more desire, a little bit more physical going to the rim, and we got the shots that we wanted and were able to put them down. But we dug ourselves a hole, and unfortunately, we couldn't, almost like ran out of time. But again, the three-point shooting that Wisconsin has, if you make a mistake defensively, they're going to make you pay. And man, did they! They hit 13 threes today, shot 56%, I think, from three. And it's tough. We were able to finally in the second half hit some threes, and I think we hit 11 to climb back in it. But those two extra threes are probably the difference in the game. So it's sad for some of our players, especially Tricia Cullop, that this is the end of her career. But I'm so appreciative of everything that she did for our program. She was a first-team all-conference kid and averaged a double-double for the season, which is hard to do. Just really, really proud of what she did, but also really, really proud of our resilience. I think it says a lot about a team when you dig yourselves a hole. You can either bury yourselves in or you can fight back, and I thought we fought back, which says a lot about our character.
All right, we'll open up for questions. Let's start. Go ahead.
Can you talk a little bit about Gal Reeve and how she kind of spearheaded that comeback in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, I think Shay and Gal had a tough first half shooting, but I was really proud of her, especially because she played a lot of minutes today, and she basically, her shot started hitting, but she you have to dig deep sometimes to find that kind of confidence in yourself when it's not happening. And I thought she made great plays to get us back in the game. And I'm sure she's sad about a couple plays at the end, but again, we wouldn't have been in that position if it wasn't for her. I thought not only did she hit nice threes, nice pull-ups, got to the free throw line, but the kid's just an amazing player, great playmaker, elite decision maker, and I'm glad she's not done.
Go ahead.
You talked a little bit about that zone. Just what was it about that zone that kind of gave you guys trouble?
Like I said, I think we had looks. I just think that it slows you down a little bit. And, instead of aggressively attacking it, I thought we slowed down offensively. And, maybe that has something to do with our mechanics of not hitting shots. I thought we got good looks. I don't think it was a matter of that. I just, for whatever reason, it stifled us. It's different. We haven't faced a ton of zone this year. Notre Dame did a lot of zone against us, but not a lot of teams have. Wake Forest, but I could probably count on one hand how many people zoned us as long as they did. And, I'm glad we started finding some answers to it in the second half, but it's just a little too late.
Anything else?
You turned them over 21 times. You don't lose games often. Our defense all the way was pretty well. It's just, as you said, 3 points stick out.
Yeah, I think the only thing is, even though we turned them over, I think sometimes at the end of that press was a wide open three, and they knocked it down. And it's our kids were working their tails off, and that takes a little steam out of you. But I love how hard our kids fought. When you get down and you're having a hard time throughout an entire game to cut the deficit, it's hard to keep finding the will to keep fighting, and they did. And that says a lot. They're strong character kids.
We'll go back over here.
What was said at the start of the fourth quarter? Because you talked about that passion that you guys played with, and you could really see it in that fourth quarter. Was there something said, or what kind of changed in the fourth?
Well, I love the fact that they were ready, and it was just like, let's go. We're getting good looks. Let's knock them down, and if we don't knock them down, let's get an offensive rebound and put it back in. But let's also get stops, because you can't trade baskets with somebody when you're down. And we did get some stops. We forced some early shots that they missed. We got the rebound. First half, I thought we gave up too many offensive rebounds. But, second half, I thought we were able to get some stops, get down and score and cut into the deficit. And, we had some good momentum. We cut it to one possession. And then, unfortunately, they hit another big shot. But, we were right there. And I'm proud of the fight to get there. That took a lot. And especially when you're fighting, pressing, and being aggressive the whole game. our kids expended a lot of energy to get back into that game.
And go ahead.
Now that you finished your second year as head coach, do you think that, any goals that you've set for yourself for this specific season, do you think that you hit those goals and what they were?
I'm the type of coach that I'm never really satisfied. I just think that we made progress, but we're not done. And, you know, last year we won 4 conference games. This year we won 9. If we got 2 more, we're in the NCAA tournament. We played a tougher schedule this year. So our overall record, if we'd have played last year's record, our last year's non-conference schedule this year, we'd probably be sitting at 22 wins. You know, we played tougher opponents. And with that, you know, we played Iowa to 3, we played Oklahoma State to 3. They're in the NCAA tournament. Played Kentucky, a tough game. You know, they pulled away from us, but we didn't play cupcakes because we wanted to get ready for ACC play. You know, I like the fact that we're growing, we're getting better. You know, last year we were sitting home at this time. We didn't get to play in postseason. You know, I'm glad that we had a taste of it. I do hope we can get this team next year to the NCAA tournament. You know, it's where we want to be. That's where this program should be. And our staff's going to work tirelessly to try to make that happen. But we're also going to work hard with these players to keep improving. And I know that, you know, there's a lot of things they want to do better too. So we just we gotta take this break in the off season to retool, add some more key pieces, and be ready to go next year.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks for being here, you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for the time.
What's the guy's final score?
79-69.
Finish exactly 10 minutes after.
Yeah. So they lost? Yeah. They had a great year.
Both.
Or do you want to take